Okay, folks, we're going to go over the two basic fishing knots that I use on how to attach a hook to your line, okay? And the first one we're gonna do is my absolute favorite. I don't know what it's called. It might have a name. I've looked it up. I can't find it online. If it does, let me know. I call it the watch your lip knot just because I've been using it since I was a teenager. I was fiddling around and came up with a really, really easy knot, and it's literally what I use probably 98% of the time. So I'm gonna show you the watch your lip knot. Like I said, if you find out it has an actual name, let me know and I'll make sure I comment on that. So here's what you do. It's very, very simple. So you take your line, you go through your eye of your hook, you give yourself a good 8 or 9 inches of tag, okay? And then what you do is you go with your tag, you go under your leader or your line, like that, make an X. You take your index finger and you pinch that X, okay? Now you have your tag, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over your finger, but not too tight, once, over twice, over 3 times, my lady. And I didn't leave that much of a tag. All right, so then you have your 3 loops that you created. You take your tag and you go through those 3 loops out the top. You give yourself a little bit of leeway there, David. And you take your tag, you grab it, you grab your hook and your line, and you start to pull all 3 of them. Okay, now I wet it a little bit. Now, this actually creates a slider. And so even though I clenched it down way up here, you basically take your line and one hand and your hook in the other, and as you pull, this just slides right down on top of the hook and clenches down super tight, and that sucker is not going anywhere. Okay, this is my absolute favorite knot. You can get away with doing 2 loops with monofilament, but with fluorocarbon seems to be a little bit more pliable. So I use 3 loops just so that it doesn't slip through. But if I use 3 loops on the fluoro, it never slips through. But I've caught blue marlin on this knot, big sharks, all the way down to bass and bluegill. You know, I use it for pretty much everything because it's easy. You know, let me show you how easy it is, guys. I'm gonna cut this off, tie it again. I've never done like a strength test or anything like that. I don't have anything like that. But you take your line, you go through, you give yourself a pretty big tag, you make your little X, put your index finger over the top, go once, twice, 3 times around. You take your tag end, you go through your 3 knots, you get your tag, you get everything. I'm not even gonna lubricate it this time. Boom, we're done. And that is the watch your lip special, baby. All the guys that fish with me, I've taught them this knot, and pretty much everybody uses it now. My son uses it, and we catch a lot of fish on it. So if you don't like that knot and you just don't trust me at all, then you can do that. It's a free country. I'll show you the clinch knot, the improved clinch knot, which is historically known as the fisherman's knot. I'm out of yellow line, so I'm going to use white line. Let me just cut a little piece of this off here. And this is the improved clinch knot, guys. And this is one, the fisherman's knot, the tornado knot. This is probably the most common one ever. You take your line, you go through your hook, come through, and then basically you just twist your lure or your hook or whatever 6 or 7 times. Okay, and you take your tag end and you go through this little loop down here at the bottom. See that? You go through the loop, and then this was the clinch knot. I could just pull tight, and that's how we used to tie the clinch knot. But what we'll do is, before we pull tight, we take our tag end and we go back through here, and now we have a very tight situation there. It's, I personally don't like this one as much. I mean, that's a very, very, very good knot right there, guys. I mean, it really is. But when it clinches down on the mono, it tends to like burn it a little bit. Even if you lubricate it, it just sort of kinks it up. You know, it's not a big deal. I've never had a problem with it, but I don't know. There's something about it. I like my watch your lip knot better, but that is the classic fisherman's knot. It's been used for how many years? I don't know how many years, but that's a very, very reliable knot, and it's not going anywhere. So guys, hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, and share. If you learned something, give me a comment. Let me know, please, if you figure out a name for my Watch Your Lip special. And if you do, I'll make sure I give proper credit where credit's due. But I did make it up when I was a kid, so that's just my thing. So guys, hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, watch the lip. Take care now.